Hey, welcome to the show. Second-hand blasters, let's go, let's go. Gonna break it down, piece by piece. Nerf's got a secret we'll release. Old or new, we'll check the scene. Worth the bucks.
What is up, Nerf Nation? It is a day that ends with Y, which means one thing and one thing only. It's time for another blaster review. It's your boy Normatico here, and today we're going to be doing something that, honestly, I don't think I've done in the past 100+ videos I've made. I've reviewed Hasbro, I've reviewed Dart Zone, I've reviewed Zuru, I've reviewed Buzzbee, I've reviewed some 3D printed stuff. I did do the bread machine, which was one of those weird Asian-made blasters, and the XYL, the unicorn. But today we're actually reaching out to a blaster type that I see them all the time on Amazon, and somebody reached out to me a while back ago and asked me, why don't you do any of the quote-unquote knockoff blasters? So I'm doing that because this one sparked my interest, and I was like, hey, it looks kind of cool. So we're reviewing a SOFITEN. Am I pronouncing that right? SOFITEN? I don't know. If you know how to pronounce that, please let me know in the comments because I want to make sure I get it right. Now, I have seen these blasters before, not necessarily this particular model, but I've seen the brand before, and I've actually used them before. I bought some that were part of a bundle, and it was a Strife clone, and it performed pretty well. I'll be honest with you that the Strife actually had lower numbers than the knockoff, so, you know, not too bad. It is currently on sale on Amazon for $39.99. I actually got it on a discount for $35.99. And then, oddly enough, I had a Amazon credit, so that knocked down the price even more. Now, what is inside this box? I'll be honest with you, according to the Amazon listing, it said it had included some darts, it included the blaster itself, and some more accessories. We're now going to open this up. I actually just got the Amazon package today, and came home from work. As you can see, the tape is still on here. So let's see what's in it together. Now, usually these blasters, they do come with some really good packaging. And as you can see, this box is pretty stuffed with packaging. Now, without changing the camera view, we have our darts and, oh, great. 3/4 length darts. That's fantastic. Well, I actually have a bunch of 3/4 length darts that I've cut for another blaster, so I guess that'll work. What is this here? Let's see what this is. It's a bag. A bag with another bag that I'm having trouble opening up for some reason. I can't find the seam for it. Oh, there it is. All right. What do we got here? Is this a vest? It's a vest. Oh, well, that's good for playtime with the kids. Let's see here. How ridiculous can you get, Normatico? Does this? It's got Velcro. How ridiculous can I get? Let's see. Fat man in a little vest. Yeah, no, not even gonna try any more than that. I could probably undo all the Velcro and make this fit somehow. This will probably definitely fit Chief Rex, but it's not gonna fit my fat butt as it is right now. So let's put this to the side. All right, I'm glad I'm entertaining you all. More wrapping paper. More darts. They do give you a lot of darts since they're proprietary darts. And suction cup darts. Even more darts. Oh boy. We got a sight here. That's pretty solid for a plastic sight. Okay. The instructions. Okay. has the product details on it, which I'm sure are probably written in very clear Queen's, or I should say now King's English. Yeah. Oh boy. It comes with a story. If you do not want to hear this, go ahead and skip ahead. It is now story time, folks. I gotta read this. The SOFITEN Phasr N. There was once a retired U.S. Army soldier named Adam. Due to his long military career, he missed out on valuable time with his own children growing up. That sounds about right. Whenever Adam wanted to reminisce about his military career with his comrades, he realized that his son was very interested in his military experience. In order to have more interaction with his son, Adam decided to go to the market and buy toy guns to play games with his kids. Okay. At first, they had a lot of fun. However, the perceptive Adam later realized that all the toy gun products in the market only differed in appearance but tended to be identical in function. I've been saying that about Hasbro for a long time. They just repackage the same crap in different shells. Adam, are you sure your name's not actually Normatico? Anyways, I wasn't in the military. Whether they were submachine guns, rifles, or even sniper rifles, they all had the same rate of fire. Yeah, because you're supposed to for safety standards. This confused Adam because he knew that different types of guns in the real military had their own unique characteristics and uses. Yeah? I don't know what's confusing about this, Adam. I'm pretty sure Adam's fictional right now. Anyways, Adam decided to use his knowledge of weapons and years of military experience to create toy guns that were different. All right. He recognized that some machine guns are characterized by a high rate of fire but have a small magazine capacity and are not very powerful. Yeah, okay. The rifle, on the other hand, was not as fast as the submachine gun. Duh. But it had more power and a higher magazine capacity. Okay, again, duh. Adam redesigned the toy guns by giving each product its own unique characteristics and striving to realize those characteristics. Okay. All right, I can respect that part. I don't know why they include this. To put his idea into practice, he created a new brand named after his own children, SOFITEN, which means safe and healthy toys for all the children. SOFITEN, safe and... Okay. All right. The idea is to provide safe and healthy toys for all children. You just said that. To entertain them and to educate them about science at the same time. Right. Moreover, SOFITEN focuses on the use of harmless and environmentally friendly materials to ensure that the products do not pose any hazards to children's health. Okay. His goal is for all children to grow up healthy and strong and to have fun and develop creativity while playing. He believes that every SOFITEN product should have its own unique character and positioning that not only allows children to have fun but also gain knowledge from it. With his brand, Adam has created a world of toys for children where peace and innovation go hand in hand and hopes to provide a positive influence on children's development. All right. Before I go into this review for this blaster, let me just talk about that. Adam, if you are a real person, the hobby has adopted the phrase blaster instead of gun. I just use that word because that's what's written on here. But they're called blasters for a reason. We try to differentiate between blasters and guns. And, you know, I've never really gotten into this in the channel before, but the reason we try to do that is because when kids play with guns, they can get shot by the police. With a blaster, yeah, there's still that danger because the police might not recognize what it really is. But as long as it has the orange front and everything else on it that makes it look like a toy, they should be safe. That is the point. So, yeah, let's change the terminology in that story because not a good look for you, Adam. Also, I don't know if I really buy that one. The name. that said, let's take a look at what else there is. Cool story, bro. Of course, now someone's going to be like, no, I really know Adam. He's a really cool person. Look, that's great and all, but I'm sorry, that comes across as a fake story, and that's okay. You know, it does make for an interesting read. I'm assuming this is the front part of the blaster. This is the barrel. Some assembly required. Ooh, we have a charger. And that can be used with my LiPo batteries, even better. Safety glasses. I love it. These are pretty cool. I like the way they look on me. What do you think? Do I look stylish? Anyways. Alright, so I'm in a mood today, y'all. Here's the primary core body of the blaster itself. And what? Okay, there we go. Alright, it is a bullpup blaster. That's cool. There's the mag well. And then we have the magazine. And I'm assuming this is the battery. Yep, that is the battery. Let's take a look here. Okay, all right. And we have, of course, a scar barrel or a muzzle. All right, so let's go ahead and actually put all the fluff back in here. And let's put a blaster together. Of course, you do have 2 magazines, and these are proprietary magazines because they are 3/4 length darts. So yeah. Does it say how many it fit in here? It does not, and there's nothing on the box to indicate how many either. I'm sure there must be on the instructions. Really quick, let's take a look. See here. And does it flip open? It doesn't look like it flips open, folks. It does not flip open. Adam. The least you could do is let us know how many darts fit in your magazines in the instructions. Come on, man. It does look like a cool looking blaster though, at least. So let's go ahead and actually put this thing together here. Looks like this just slides in right here. All right. That's kind of neat. All right. And then this barrel just goes right here, maybe? Right here? No, right here. It's a tight fit. It is a friction fit, it looks like. How does that? Yep, that is a very tight fit. You just push that down in there. Hopefully without breaking it. But it is on there. All right. Now, it does say that it's primarily a nylon and metal blaster materials. That's doesn't feel like cheap plastic, at least. So, and it does not feel like other nylon blasters I've held before. It does have a okay weight to it. Doesn't feel too heavy, not too light, and it feels pretty sturdy. Now let's take a look at here. Of course, it doesn't really give you instructions on anything, so we're gonna do a best guess with everything here. What do these 2 knobs look like they go to? There is a pull tab here. So I'm assuming that there's a battery pre-installed, and that's good. Okay. Little push button here that gives you that little light up glow sight. Nothing too fancy, but at nighttime, that'll look really neat. So, all right. So let's see here. That actually works pretty well. Now, the sight itself, take off the plastic glasses. It is plastic, so it's not an actual glass sight, and that's okay. For the price that you pay for this, I don't expect a high quality glass or anything like that for an optic. It is just for show, but you can see through it. It is a little bit distorted. You know, I guess you could see if there's an actual person behind you, but you know, or in front of you, I should say. But that works. Is this? Oh, that's what these are for. That is for the bolt. According to this, this should have a charge, but most of these batteries normally come with a little bit of charge in them. Let's see if that's the case here. And that just clips into that. And there you have your blaster itself. Now let's take a look at what happens when we put a dart in here. All right, now let's talk about the cardinal sin here that was committed. Very hard tips. So that's a ding. But that's all right. Anybody who has a whole bunch of elite darts can just cut them down into 3/4 lengths. I do have a 3D printed dart cutter that I can use. Just got 2 in there. And there you go. This blaster is ready to fire. Let's take a look here. And it does shoot pretty rapid. I like that. Okay. That's cool. That's kind of neat. I dig that. And it makes this noise. So you do have rapid fire, of course. It is a full auto blaster. And we will test the rate of fire. Now, the important part for me is performance-wise. How is this going to perform? How is this going to stack up to, say, a Strife or even a Rapid Strike, because that is a comparable blaster. I do enjoy the fact that it is a bullpup, and this is just really comfortable to hold. So yeah, that is not bad at all. Now, the charger itself, it is a USB charger, and of course, to charge this thing, you just unclip the battery from back here. I can't believe I have to explain this to people, but you take this slot, you go male to female, you push in, and then you plug the USB in, and congratulations, you let it charge for a while. Once it comes to full charge, you are ready to go. These batteries, they can have quite a lengthy playtime, so a good charge should last you all day long, hopefully, depending on how often you're using the blaster itself. As for how many rounds this magazine can hold, let's do a quick little test, because they don't tell you that in the instructions. And I want to give you all the information that I can. So let's open up a fresh pack of darts. And let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to say 18 is the most that you can fit in here. There's not much more give for you to fit one more. Well, maybe you can try to do one more. But you're going to be smushing darts here. So anywhere between 15 and 18, you should be safe to go. And it is an interesting looking magazine because it's not quite a banana magazine. It's curved differently. Now, let's talk about this magazine, because I want to address one thing that I'm noticing right now. This does not feel like a very strong plastic. It feels very cheap. So, yeah. I would probably be careful with these magazines, because since it is proprietary, once it's gone, it's gone. I doubt that they're going to sell you extra magazines. Of course, you could probably contact their customer care line or their email and see if they'll send you something. But other than that, oh yes, this is not plugged in. No wonder it's not revving. Other than that, the blaster does feel pretty sturdy itself. The magazine's probably its weakest point, and yeah, that's it in a nutshell. This little bolt handle, it looks like it should work. It does not. It is just decorative. So these pegs you don't really even need. If you wanted to, you could probably just rip them off. That does not look like it does anything. In a perfect world, this would actually go forward and slide backwards, and that would be a priming mechanism of sorts if you wanted to do a single fire. But other than that, it is just there for decoration. Now, all in all, I will say that the blaster looks cool. it is a cool looking blaster. It is a sci-fi futuristic Raven. This is the kind of thing that you would use for a cosplay. If you wanted to turn heads and be like, oh wow, what a really cool looking blaster, this is it. You do have a jam door back here, very much like a Raven, and you can see the dart is there. And let me see, can we see the flywheel cage? No, you cannot see the flywheel cage there. Does it rev with the door open? Yes, it does rev with the door open, so a ding on your safe for the children aspect thing, because you know what? There's always going to be that one kid that's not the brightest bulb that's going to want to stick their finger in there while they're revving and get it caught in the flywheel. So be careful with that. The light effect in here, pretty neat. The muzzle actually looks pretty decent. And all in all, it does not feel too large, at least not for my adult hands. I will have to get G-Rex's opinion on this later. But here's the part that you all have been waiting for. Let's talk performance. Up next, the chronograph test.
Secret will release. Old or new, we'll check. The best you've ever seen. Blast away, day by day, we'll find the ones that played away. Second-hand blasters, you know the name. In this game, we rise to fame. Feel that beat, it's coming in hot.
Okay, you almost got me. You almost got me, U.S. soldier veteran Andy. Now, you're going to notice, folks, that I did not do an accuracy test, and I did not do a distance test on this blaster. And here is why. The only reason that I am launching this review at this point in time is because of the fact that I want to warn people about this. It's cool looking. The sight looks neat. You know, it is one of those cheap little green plastic light sights, whatever. The blaster itself does technically work. It does technically fire a foam dart. And it is technically full auto. But it's also a lying piece of crap. Yeah, it really is. So let's start with the obvious. SOFITEN, it is not an American company, and that is okay. I'm not here to be xenophobic about anything. Please understand, you know, if you saw my review of the bread machine, you'll know that I actually enjoyed that blaster, and I do enjoy certain Chinese-made products. That's okay. What I will not tolerate and do not appreciate and will never stand for is being lied to. Let's talk. Andy, your story is that you were a retired U.S. Army soldier. First of all, soldiers don't retire, all right? You never really stop being a soldier. But maybe that's just the Marine Corps. I don't know. That being said, you'd be called a veteran. Now, don't lie to me. Do not use false valor or stolen valor to mark a product. I'm trying to control my language here, folks, because, again, some kids do watch this review. Now, let's look at the darts. This is the dart that it comes with. It is a proprietary dart, okay? As you can see, all right, proprietary dart. This is a half dart. Okay. There you go. This is a standard length dart. Now, you would think that that would make this a 3/4 length dart. It is not. It is off by just enough that if you try to load up a true, properly cut 3/4 length dart, and I like to think that I know how to cut them, okay? They will not work on this blaster. So what you get here, that's what you have. The moment those darts get damaged, this becomes useless. You can't use it anymore. Speaking of this does not feed properly all the time. When I did the chronograph test, I had to refilm it so many freaking different times to over and over takes more than once because it kept on jamming. Why? Because the spring is a piece of crap. Yeah, I said it. It's garbage. It's horrible. It is atrocious. I should not have to call some... What is this? It's a 646 area code, wherever the heck that is. I'm sure that's stateside, technically. It's probably some sort of stateside warehouse to order new magazines for a blaster that was literally brand new in box. That should not be happening. So, that being said, I am ending this review right there. I'm not even going to give it a second chance to do the accuracy. Plus, it's full auto. So, there's that. Let's talk chronograph numbers. These are streamlined darts, supposedly. All right? These are suction tip darts. Historically, suction tip darts do not do as well through a chronograph. That completely is an opposite to what we saw today. So, yeah. What good is a blaster when you can't find the darts, you can't find replacement darts for it easily, and the magazines are non-existent, and the ones that they provide are pretty crappy. Let's just be honest. So bad that they give you an inconsistent firing rate. The spring constantly jams, the darts get stuck in there, and all you get is a while you're firing. No matter how cool that little green light or blue light looks, it doesn't do anything for you if the blaster does not fire. Now, I am sure that there are little kids out there that are going to be like, oh, this looks so cool. I love it, Daddy. Yeah, the moment they start playing with it, they're going to be like, why is it jamming? And then they're going to take out the magazine and then realize, well, wait a minute, the darts are stuck inside the magazine. Why? Because the spring doesn't pop up properly. And they're going to complain that it's broken. And when you're spending $35 on this, which, mind you, it's technically $39.99, and even that was a sale price. I believe the normal price was $49.99. Yeah, no. As I was utilizing this, all I could think of was, wow, it's a really bad rapid strike. I want to go pick up my old rapid strike and play with it. My rapid strike that cost me $35, new in box. I have a few of them. Hey, rapid strikes. I see them all over the Facebook Marketplace and eBay and Goodwill. I could probably thrift one for $4 if I don't have one of them. And it works better. For the first time, I'm going to say, I would rather have Nerf. Hell. Oh my gosh. It's Nerf or nothing. The motto finally makes sense because of garbage like this. I mean, I've had knockoff blasters before that work pretty decent, okay? I'm not saying that they're all like this. This one in particular is just not good. One of the main issues that it has going against it, again, besides the darts, is the battery pack. The battery pack at 7.4 volts. So it is not the most powerful battery combination possible. 7.4 volts, that is a little bit more than 4 batteries, you know? It's kind of like a 2S LiPo, which technically that should be good. You know, I've run high powered before. The problem, though, is that when you're having a 2S LiPo and you're running 2 different motors, including the gear mechanism that does the full auto, as well as you have lights attached to it, there is going to be drainage, and it's not going to go fully to the flywheels, which is where the problem lies. This blaster is underpowered. That is why we're getting numbers in the 50s. And I understand it is for children. I get it. I do understand that. That being said, it's not necessarily being marketed for children or to children. The imagery that's being used, it includes adults that are utilizing it. It's saying that, oh, it is for high impact play in the advertisements on Amazon. So you know what? I don't buy that this is a kid's toy technically, especially when Andy wants to make it look more realistic and perform like real live firearms. Yeah. You're going to notice that I said Andy in a very sarcastic tone. I don't buy that story for 1 minute, and neither should you. All right? And speaking of not buying, I probably wouldn't buy this crap. In fact, I'm glad that I actually purchased this off Amazon. Why? Because Amazon has a no questions asked return policy. In fact, this thing is going back in the box with all of the darts and the charger and the battery. And it's going to get the heck out of Casa Normatico. Rant over. Congratulations. Y'all finally saw me do something really negative on my channel. But hopefully you learned a lesson. I do want to thank y'all for watching Secondhand Blasters. Listen, if y'all enjoyed this and enjoyed me being sarcastic and upset, go ahead and click a like and subscribe. If you had other experiences with this particular blaster, or if you've never bought this blaster before, seriously, don't buy it. But if you decide to not take my advice and you buy this piece of garbage, just remember I told you so. But leave a comment and we can talk. Maybe my experience is completely different. Maybe this is just a dud. Please, for the love of Christ and all that is holy, let it just be a bad blaster that I received. Not that this is all that they make. Because, wow, this is, oh my gosh, this is hot trash. I do want to thank you all for watching Secondhand Blasters. You know what, I can't do my normal sign off, not with this one. It doesn't deserve this. Let me see here. Let me pick up something here. Something that is even better than this, while still being not so great. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Here's a not so great, it's a fun blaster, but it's better than this. Keep on blasting.
We're on top.